One. Hi, and welcome everyone. We're happy to see you here. This is Wellness Wednesday, and we are thrilled and excited to be here with you with Julie Parker Hagen. And she is a specialist, and she's going to tell us all about the scientific art of face reading. But before I introduce Julie, I would like to say that you are here with Vibrational Change from Victim to Victor with Tracy Lynn Cox as your host. And we are thrilled to have Julie with us. She is an expert in face reading, and we would like to have her share with us her bio about a little bit about how she got into face reading. Julie, tell us about yourself.
Hi, Tracy, and thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here. I started out in oil and gas I worked as an analyst in oil and gas for over 10 years and felt like there had to be something more. I mean, the money was great and it was a great career. I just felt like something within me was speaking to me to do something different. So, several of my passions consisted of holistic healing, psychology, nutrition, food. And I thought, well, really didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I thought, well, see if I can combine that together and become a nutritional coach. So,
Wow.
yeah, I love food. I love healing. I love nutrition, and I love just natural healing. So through a class that I took online, several of us got together and created a private Facebook group. And one of them was talking about these birth date numbers. So everybody was putting their birth date numbers and stuff. And I thought, okay, I'll put my birth date number in. And we got the numbers back. And I thought, okay, so what does it mean? So I asked her about it. And she said, well, just go to the author's website. So I went to the website and I saw nothing about these birth date numbers. And I was really determined. I wanted to find out what they meant. So after further checking out the website, I saw face reading, which was really the only thing I saw on the website. Well, it sounded intriguing. It looked intriguing. I thought, well, maybe if I schedule a reading, I'll find out what these birthday numbers mean.
Mm-hmm.
So after I scheduled a session, it took several weeks because it was down the line. So the appointment came up and basically just sent her pictures of myself and my birth date. And holy cow, I mean, we all have our own stuff. We kind of, many people anyway, are on a path to find out, what makes us tick, what's going on. We want to expand and develop personally. And, several of us take workshops, maybe go to therapy, want to just expand and better ourselves or find out why we're stuck. So in this, I was really amazed at all the information that came through. I mean, I felt so understood, so heard, recognized, validated, valued, and so many things that I had really been judging and criticizing myself for, she brought light to and actually told me that there were positive things. There were really unique qualities about myself. And I thought, it was just not a way that I had seen that before. So I felt seen in a different light and really respected and really heard and understood. So it really helped me to see myself differently and gave me more confidence that I hadn't had before. So I understood myself better, and it was just really an interesting thing. So I wanted to learn more and was invited to come out for a workshop. And through that, she had a training, so I had to go back and take the training.
How awesome.
Yeah, so it was really, and she said, you really have a natural talent for this. So I started a business. And I love helping people, I love serving people, and I love empowering people. And this is an amazing way to do it. So that's how I got started with it. And it's been amazing.
That is great. That is great. So actually, this is your full-time business, is all about the importance of being able to do face reading, and you incorporate that into your talks and your visits to different businesses, right?
Well, I started out just doing the one-on-one readings, which are amazing. They're a lot of fun. It's like a treasure chest opening up to see what people, what makes people tick. And really what it is the interpretation and translation of the features of people's faces. Oftentimes people think it's body language or like micro expressions or something like that. And it's
Uh-huh.
not. It's really interpreting the features, the size, the shape, the color, the width, the spacing, things like that. It all means something.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to be able to leverage my time better and serve more people, and decided to open it up to groups and create packages as well. So I last year had a program for singles to help them find their ideal partner by finding out the qualities that they were looking for in a mate and giving them the features that represented those qualities, so they could have just not to say that when you go out to look for a partner that you want to disregard looks or chemistry or maybe social status or commonalities, but to put something else first, because
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes we end up meeting the same person in a different body basically. So I was doing that, and also what came up from that was sales. So I'm helping people now. I've got a program that helps people in sales be able to establish the like and trust factor quicker, to
Mm-hmm.
establish rapport better and more efficiently. So you actually customize your pitch to the person you're presenting to by knowing what features. It's like reading a face like a book.
Wow, that is fascinating. So what happens is there's quite a bit, you've gotten from this is that there's many benefits and reasons to learn about face reading, because what you're saying is that you're able to build rapport and understanding of the other person who you're interacting with, whether it be in business or in sales or in a personal relationship.
Exactly. And actually, I'll share a funny story that happened when I first learned about face reading. I
Hmm.
had a session with this lady who I trained under, and I was still in oil and gas, and I was considering doing business with somebody else in addition as a side job. And I wasn't really liking the concept of it, but I thought, well, I was curious because what she said, was interesting and intriguing. So I had her face read.
Oh, wow.
And what came back was she said to me, okay, I'm going to strongly encourage you not to do business with this person. And I said, well, why? And she goes, well, just be really careful, really
Wow.
careful. So I thought, I disregarded the whole thing. I thought, I know better. Nothing's going to happen. She's fine.
Uh-huh.
This
Uh-huh.
person turned out to be a con man and I invested some money with her and I lost it, but it wasn't anything I was going to lose sleep over. Other people had invested close to 6 figures with her and lost it.
Oh,
So
my.
I will never disregard this again, ever.
Lessons well learned and
Yes,
burned,
ma'am.
right?
That's right. Exactly.
So now you really do pay attention
Oh,
to
yes.
what you read in a face. And I'd like to say at this point in this interview, Julie, that in preparation, you did some reading with my face. And can you tell the audience a little bit about that? That was very fascinating.
Well, do you remember what I told you?
Yeah, it was really nice things actually.
Always
Um,
good. It's always good. If I see something that's one of the things that that I still offer for people who are looking for love and looking for a partner are danger signs, things to avoid, which is helpful. But in a reading, people are already so critical of themselves, and I don't see any of this as negative. I'm trying to
mhm,
empower people. So I'm
mhm.
always going to pull in the positive aspects of their personality. So, for you, there's a very intuitive nature. There's a very kind nature about you. There's a very warm and nurturing nature, which I'm sure all of your audience knows. Or
Yeah.
people who have actually done work with you realize that about you. You're there to empower and nurture people, whether it's by information or getting together over food or meals or something like that. Um, and also, will speak up in authority for other people
Hmm.
if you feel like they're being treated unfairly. So those are just a few of the things. And also we were talking about confidence being learned and not natural for you.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
in the same boat as you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
Confidence is
natural.
something that
Yes,
can be learned. I think that's really
exactly.
important for people to know that that is just like resiliency. That's something that I work with people about as well. And so confidence can be learned and resiliency can be learned. It's not not necessarily a natural state. Now, some people come by it more naturally than others, but it can be learned. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Um, do you have any other personal stories that you would like to share? I think that people really like when they're listening.
Too. It's fun.
That's like
it's fun,
the
isn't
juicy
it?
part.
Yeah, and it makes it kind of come alive. So, this is a story I talk about in my sales presentation, but I just think it's cute. So I had a sink that was clogged up, and I called my plumber, and I said, it was a Friday night, and I really need help. I really don't want this to sit over the weekend because I was afraid the water was going to, start pouring out of the sink. So he says, all right, I'm finishing up with a client. I'll be there in about an hour. So he comes out, super, super nice man, and he starts using these little explosive things in the sink to get the pipe cleared through. So we go through about 7 or 8 of them, and I guess the sink cleared up, and I was like, whew, great. I can go on my weekend, not have to worry about this anymore. So I go and I get my checkbook, and I said, okay, so what do I owe you? And he goes, nothing, but this is the last time. And I was like, you're chastising me, and I'm trying to pay you. And I look at his nose, and I was like, oh, okay. This certain feature has a hard time asking for money. And I was thinking, it'd be really beneficial instead if you were to have someone else take care of this for you, and you could just do the work and come out, interact with your clients. So, yeah. There was another one that I was at a workshop with a coach of mine it was an all-day Saturday workshop, which was amazing. And she said, why don't you come do mini readings during the lunch hour? And I thought, okay. So I was doing little 15-minute readings, and this was really cute, and it was just a huge compliment. So 15-minute readings I was doing, and this girl looks at me and she says, I've been in therapy for a long time, and it took my therapist about 6 months to figure out what she told me in 15 minutes. And I thought, interesting. Right there in the face. Yeah. And there was another one I was going to share. It'll come in a minute. I forgot. It came to my mind as I was sharing another one, but it'll come.
Okay. Well, I just put up on the screen, Julie. I don't know if you can see.
No.
I wanted to share your website with people, and also how they can get in touch with you, which is the www.yourinnerblueprint.com.
Right.
And do you want to tell people your email address?
The email address is innerblueprint@gmail.com. So it's INNER blueprint, BLUEPRINT @gmail.com. And I've also, go ahead. For people who are interested, I've got a free PDF, which is always a lot of fun to look at. It's got a few features, some of the different shapes and sizes, what they're called, and what they mean. So you can look at it and find your features in it to see what it says about you. They don't give all the meanings, but they give a few of the meanings. And then also maybe look at some of your family members or friends or coworkers and see what they say about them to see how it compares. It's always a lot of fun to do. So if you're interested, go ahead, and there's a link that should be available. If not, we can put it in the feed later. Awesome. That's always a lot of fun. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So it's, find your features, and it's a bit.ly link. And we will also type it in the comment section when we're done, so that people can also see that and also be able to receive that. And this is a PDF that's free, right?
Yes, it's complimentary.
Yeah, find your feature. Yeah, it's a special offering for you. Julie, did you have anything else that you would like to add?
I can't think of anything. If anybody has any questions, just post them below. We'll pop back by later. Anything you can think of, Tracy?
I think that covers it all. We have one question that's come in, and that is, do you do this in one session, and how long does it last to do a reading, how do you go about it? Is it through Skype, or what kind of platform do you use to do it?
That's a great question, and thank you for asking. Sessions last about an hour. If you're local in Houston, which not everybody is, I can do them in person, or if you send pictures, we can do them I usually like to do them by Zoom. For some reason, Skype, the connection is a little bit spotty for some reason. But anyway, we can do them by Zoom, or I can do them by phone if I get pictures in advance. I had done a blog radio show. I was on a blog radio show last year and did 2 hours of readings for people that I couldn't see. I just did their birthday. So what came in from that was really interesting. But, this is based on Chinese medicine, the 5 elements, and it's been used for centuries over and over again. They were the original life coaches and career counselors and matchmakers. And it's been used for centuries. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great experience if you want to understand certain aspects about yourself, why you are the way that you are. Maybe if there's an issue with someone in your life, a partner or a friend or a neighbor or a coworker, boss even. It gives great insight as to what's happening, and I can give suggestions as to better ways to approach people so that they can be heard and you can be heard, stop the friction and add fluidity to the relationship. So yeah.
Sounds awesome. And one other question for you, and that is, where can someone find you on Facebook?
Okay, so my Facebook business page is facebook.com/Julie Parker Biz. So it's JulieParkerBiz.
Okay. Well, with that, I think we will sign off and thank each of you for being here with us today. And Julie, a special thanks to you for being with us and sharing the art and science of face reading with us. It is a very special gift that you bring to us and bring to the world. And we're very happy that you're in the world with us and sharing your gifts. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.